welcome to the Media Outlet, the show where you can plug into all the latest entertainment news. My name is Alex Sanchez, and I am your host. Let's get this show started. First off, in movie news, now that spring break is over, it's time to recover, and what better way to do it than with movie watching? These are my top 3 picks of the week. First off, I have The Impossible, starring Naomi Watts and Ewan McGregor. This movie tells the true story of a family on vacation when suddenly tragedy strikes and a tsunami hits the island where they are staying at. This movie is based on the 2004 tsunami that hit Southeast Asia. The next movie I have for you guys is a new movie, Lion. This movie tells the true story of Saru, a 5-year-old boy who gets lost in India and is later adopted by an Australian couple. Years later, he takes on the quest to find his real family using Google Earth. This movie stars Dev Patel.
You okay?
The final movie I have for you guys is Dallas Buyers Club. This movie tells the true story of Ron Woodruff, a man who contracts HIV in the 80s when AIDS was a barely known disease. In efforts to survive, he buys and sells drugs to treat the HIV and virus and raises awareness through a group he created called the Dallas Buyers Club. This movie stars Matthew McConaughey and Jared Leto.
Unfortunately, no. But when the drug is proven to work and if you fit the profile, then yes.
She's telling me I'm as good as a horse and it's hell for dog food, huh?
Now we're going to take it to Chris Gunn for his movie review of Get Out.
What's up, Media Outlet? It's Chris Gunn here with your movie review on Get Out.
You got your toothbrush?
Check.
Do you have your deodorant?
Check.
Do you have your cozy clothes?
Got that.
What?
Do they know I'm black?
Should they?
You might wanna,
Mom and Dad, my black boyfriend will be coming up this weekend. I just don't want you to be shocked that he's a black man.
If you haven't seen Get Out, what are you doing? I'll try not to spoil it, but hey, sorry not sorry if it happens. A young African-American man named Chris and his Caucasian girlfriend are going on a weekend trip to meet the parents. Chris is a little bit concerned Rose hasn't told her parents that he's black. But Rose assures him that everything's gonna be all right.
I couldn't bear to let him go.
Pause. Look at my dude. That was a perfect route. Continue.
How?
Hypnosis.
I'm good, actually.
You ready for this?
How bad can it be?
So look, I go do my research. Apparently, a whole bunch of brothers been missing in this suburb. But it's cool. Bro, how you not scared of this, man?
Good to see another brother around here.
Chris was just telling me how he felt much more comfortable with my being here.
Reason why I like this movie is because it's real. The plot twist, oh my god, it's gonna have you sweating. She knew the entire time. How, Sway? How? Reason 2 why I like this movie is because of the suspense. It's never a dull moment, and it always keeps you on your toes.
Rose?
Sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
Mine is a terrible thing to waste. Terrible thing to waste.
If there's too many white people, I get nervous.
One dislike I have about this movie is it made me jumpy. I spilled my $8.50 worth of popcorn. You guys know movie theater popcorn is very expensive. It was very sad. I'm going to rate this movie a big 10 out of 10. Me personally, I think it's powerful and it's worth going seeing.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
It's been Chris Gunn with the Media Outlet. Back to you guys at the studio.
Thank you for that review, Chris. Get Out has been getting a lot of buzz, and the movie has even broken $100 million on a $4 million budget. Way to go, Joe and Peel. Now it's time for us to take a break. We will be right back with the Media Outlet. Welcome back to the media outlet. Let's talk about music news. So I'm not sure what year it is, but Weezer has a #1 song out right now. According to Billboard and Twitter trending 140 chart on Thursday, March 16th, Weezer's new song, Feels Like Summer, debuted at #1. This chart measures the real-time acceleration of conversation around artists and music on Twitter. Now we're going to watch an album review of Ed Sheeran's Divide by Austin Hall. Take it away.
With the #1 song for 3 weeks in a row and the #1 album in the country, Ed Sheeran returns for his first studio album in a year, and it shows that he's not done just yet.
You are the one, girl, and you know that it's true.
This will be Ed Sheeran's first studio album since 5 back in 2015, and Ed Sheeran delivers with various types of songs that anyone could love. And that's the first reason I like this album. It's not only for his fans, it's for anyone who just enjoys music. And for the casual fans, this album will introduce Ed Sheeran as you've probably never seen him before. Oh yeah, remember that #1 song I told you guys about earlier? That's Shape of You, and that has been the #1 song on the Billboard Top 100 for 4 straight weeks in a row. I've probably listened to this song for about 20 to 25 times since I bought the album, and there is a clear reason why this song is the #1 song in the country right now for 4 weeks in a row, and this song alone is the second reason why this album is so great.
Coming now, follow my lead. Coming now, follow my lead.
This third reason why I like this album so much is not what you think. It's that Ed Sheeran took an entire year off and yet somehow found one of his best albums he's ever written since that year-end break. No one knew why he took the year off from writing music, but in a recent interview with CBS Sunday Morning, he explained.
Why did you feel the need to do it? You think things were getting out of hand, you were losing touch?
Not losing touch, but I was definitely in a spiral of work and partying that probably would have ended not well. But also, I think as much as I needed a break, I think the public needs a break from you. If you continually are just in everyone's face the whole time, eventually they're going to be like, yeah, you know what, no, I'm cool.
With you not having to be a fan of Ed Sheeran to enjoy his new album, Shape of You turning into a smash hit, and being a year away from the music industry is why Ed Sheeran's brand new album Divide is one of his best. I'm going to give this album 9 out of 10 stars. I'm Austin Hall, and now back to the studio.
I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Thank you, Austin. I have definitely been listening to his album, and it's one of my favorites so far. Ed Sheeran just released his U.S. tour dates, so be sure to look out for the tickets for Kansas City, Des Moines, and Omaha dates. Now it's time for another break. Make sure you stay plugged in to the media outlet. Welcome back to the media outlet. Our final segment is TV news. Attention all Criminal Minds fans, according to Variety.com, it has just been released that Shamar Moore will return for season 12 finale as his character Derek Moore, so get ready. Now we're going to take it to the coolest and funniest man alive, moi, for my pick about the TV show Rick and Morty. Hello everyone, it's Alex here, and I'm going to bring you a TV show review, and today we're going to take a look at the critically acclaimed show, Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is a cartoon science fiction show about the lives of Rick Sanchez and Morty Smith, a mad scientist and his 14-year-old grandson who go on crazy adventures throughout different dimensions and worlds. This is probably one of my favorite TV shows of all time, and I'm going to tell you why.
Parents are going to do it. Break the cycle, Morty. Rise above. Focus on science.
Reason number 1. The comedy in this show is brilliant. With the mix of science fiction and nonsense, this show delivers both perfectly. The characters bring their own comedy with their personalities.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got pancakes back home with syrup on top of them. They're about to hit that critical point of syrup absorption that turns the cakes into a gross paste. And I hate to get all Andy Rooney about it, but I think we all like fluffy discs of cake with syrup on top. And I think we also like to be accused of crimes when there's evidence. So as they say in Canada, peace out.
Number 2. The storylines are so ridiculous, they're genius. With Rick being able to go anywhere in the universe, the possibilities are endless when it comes to the misadventures. And the thing is, they make anything they say sound like it actually happened. There's so much terminology, but don't worry, you don't need to know any to follow along.
What are we gonna do, Rick? We're so screwed! He's gonna get to the ship and smash the microverse, and then he's gonna kill us! Quick! Morty, you gotta turn into a car! What? A long time ago, I implanted you with a subdermal chip that can call upon dormant nanobots in your bloodstream to restructure your anatomy and turn you into a car! Oh my god! Concentrate, Morty! Concentrate and turn into a car, Morty! Never mind, here's a taxi. Get in, it's fine.
Reason number 3. The writing in this show is hilarious and quotable. The writers have the craziest imaginations, but I don't even know how they come up with all these hilarious situations.
So in conclusion, you're both equally mercurial, overly sensitive, clingy, hysterical bird brain homunculi. And I honestly can't even tell the two of you apart half the time because I don't go by height or age, I go by amount of pain in my ass, which makes you both identical.
I'm gonna rate the show 10 out of 10 stars. Well, that's my review of the TV show Rick and Morty. Now back to you guys in studio. Thank you, me. I really love what you did there. That's all for today's show. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Alex Sanchez. Be sure to check us out on Facebook to keep up with all our episodes. Also, check out KNWT on Facebook and Instagram to follow all the Channel 8 shows. See you next week here on the Media Outlet, the show where you can plug into all the latest entertainment news.